Your Excellency. But I want to ask you, how do we balance this up? Get a win-win situation where the investors get their part, the government gets their part, the people also get impacted, creating jobs and all of this. Have you put in some key fundamentals required to drive this industrialization you're talking about?
I think before we started anything whatsoever, in the year 2019 when we came in as an administration with a document called Nasarawa Investment Development Strategy, Nasarawa Economic Development Strategy. And what that document was all about was to prepare for all these kinds of things. And a good example I will show you just quickly is about our oil and gas operation. So the oil and gas operation, we have an oil drilling taking place in Nasarawa right now. So what we did was to bring in some of our own people from Nasarawa State who have knowledge of the industry, who can now advise the state on the various areas. Can the state also invest in this? What is for the state? What is for the community? How do we protect the environment? There are people who are knowledgeable in the industry that we have brought in and formed a committee, and they are advising us in that. It's similar to what we have in that document that I call the NETS document. So what the document does is to actually explore all these areas and say that, okay, before we go into all of these operations, building a factory, mining operation, do we have an environmental impact analysis of that? So do we have an EIA? How does that affect the environment? How are the people benefiting? What is going to be the corporate social responsibility of the investor? How much employment is he going to have? How many of those people that will be employed are going to be people from Nasarawa State? How much are they going to earn, for instance? Then what is the state gaining at the end of the day? So how much development is going to be there? And before they did all that, in most cases, they asked us for some kind of security. The mining company I'm just telling you about for the lithium that is going to be, in fact, we had to do a lot. We constructed a road in that area first. Then we were able to have a military super camp in the same area to make sure there is full security in that area. Right now, at the mines of that company, there are over 1,000 Nasarawa State citizens who are working just at the mines. By the time we commission the factory, then we are expecting another huge number that will come into the factory. But most importantly, that I have always said is, how much are those people qualified who are also going to be trained? How much, and I'm happy to tell you that in their lab, which is one of my favorite places, in the lab where you have the chemical engineers, the chemists, the lab technicians, all of them are Nigerians. Not all of them are from Nasarawa State, but all of them are Nigerians. So I think that is one of the achievements in line with our thoughts.